You ever hear a story so wild it makes you want to dump out your entire jar of pennies? Well, buckle up, because today, we're talking about a 1971 Lincoln penny that's worth a jaw-dropping $2.3 million. That's right. A coin you might have walked past on the sidewalk could actually be worth more than a mansion. Now, before you start tearing up your couch cushions, let's talk about what makes this little copper beauty so special. We're diving into why it's worth so much, how you can spot one, and, most importantly, how you might be sitting on a hidden fortune without even knowing it. Oh, and quick story. I once spent a rare penny on a vending machine snack, and I'm still not over it. But we'll get to that in a bit. Let's get started. What's the deal with the 1971 Lincoln penny? So, what makes this 1 cent coin worth enough to buy a luxury sports car? It all comes down to one word: double die. This isn't just any old penny. It's a 1971 double die obverse. That means when this coin was struck at the San Francisco Mint, something went a little wonky with the die. Instead of a single, crisp impression, the lettering and features, especially Liberty and In God We Trust, appear slightly doubled. Collectors love these kinds of errors because they're rare, visually striking, and just plain cool. But the key here is that this particular 1971 double die penny is one of the sharpest, cleanest, and rarest examples ever found, which is why it's sold for a staggering $2.30 million. Now, here's where things get interesting. This isn't some ancient Roman coin buried in the ruins of an old city. These pennies are out there. People have found them in coin rolls, piggy banks, and even as loose change in their car cup holders. And speaking of bad luck, here's where my tragic vending machine story comes in. A few years back, I was sorting through my pocket change, and I spotted a shiny 1971 penny. Looked cool, but I didn't think much of it. Next thing you know, I'm at a vending machine, short on quarters, so I throw in the penny and get myself a bag of chips. Fast forward a few months, I start researching rare coins and, you guessed it, that same 1971 penny pops up as one of the most valuable pennies ever. Now, I have no idea if mine was the one, but I still have nightmares about someone buying a Snickers bar with $1 million penny. Moral of the story? Check your change before you spend it. How to spot a 1971 double die penny? Okay, let's say you've got a stack of old pennies and you're ready to do some treasure hunting. The S below the date means it was minted in San Francisco. Check Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. If they look blurry or doubled, you might have a winner. The cleaner and shinier, the better. A near-perfect one sold for $2.3 million, but even a well-worn one could fetch thousands. Scarcity, demand, and condition. Those are the big three factors in coin value. The reason this particular penny hit the $2.3 million jackpot is that it was in almost flawless condition and had one of the clearest double die errors ever seen. Even if you don't find a multimillion-dollar penny, a lesser-grade 1971 double die can still sell for $5,000 to $20,000. Not bad for a coin that originally cost a penny. The 1971 double die penny is one of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln pennies out there. One even sold for $2.30 million. Always check your pocket change. That coffee shop penny dish might just hold a small fortune. Don't be like me and spend a potential jackpot on a vending machine snack. Still not over it. Now, if you want to learn more coin collecting strategies, rare finds, and ways to turn pocket change into serious cash, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started, and you don't want to miss the next big discovery. You're sifting through your pocket change, and nestled among the dimes and nickels is a humble 2005 Abraham Lincoln penny. You think, it's just a penny, right? But what if I told you that this very coin could be worth a staggering $2.5 million? Intrigued? Let's dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncover the secrets behind this unassuming treasure. First things first, let's talk about what a no-mint mark penny is. In the US, coins are minted in various locations, and each mint stamps its coins with a unique mark: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. However, coins minted in Philadelphia often lack a mint mark altogether. So, if your 2005 penny doesn't have a little letter under the date, it's likely from the city of brotherly love. Now, you might be wondering, does the absence of a mint mark make my penny special? In most cases, not really. The 2005 Lincoln pennies without a mint mark are quite common. According to coin valuation sources, a typical 2005 no mint mark penny in uncirculated condition might fetch around 30 cents to 36 cents. Not exactly life-changing, right? So, where does this $2.5 million figure come from? Exceptional value in coins usually arises from unique errors, rare variations, or historical significance. For instance, the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent is a famous rarity that has fetched high prices at auctions. However, there's no well-documented case of a 2005 no-mint mark Lincoln penny reaching such astronomical sums. It's possible that rumors or misunderstandings have inflated the perceived value of this coin. Always approach such claims with a healthy dose of skepticism and consult reputable sources or professional appraisers when in doubt. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a garage sale and stumbled upon a dusty old coin album. Flipping through it, I found a 1955 double-die penny, a coin known for its distinctive error and significant value. I purchased the album for a mere $5, and that penny alone was worth over $1,000. The experience taught me that while not every coin is a jackpot, the thrill of the hunt and the stories behind each coin make collecting a truly rewarding hobby. While your 2005 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might not make you a millionaire, it serves as a reminder of the rich history and potential hidden treasures in everyday objects. Keep exploring, stay curious, and who knows? Maybe next time, you'll find a coin that's truly priceless. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coins and want to uncover more hidden treasures, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's discover the stories and values behind the coins in your pocket together. All right, folks, imagine this. You're digging through your pocket change, maybe looking for a quarter to feed the parking meter and BAM. You spot a humble, brown, little Lincoln penny. You think, just another 1-cent piece. But what if I told you that this specific penny, a 1987 D Lincoln cent, could be worth a jaw-dropping $2.6 million? That's right. One little penny that could buy you a mansion, a fleet of sports cars, and still leave you with enough to never worry about gas prices again. Now, before you run to your piggy bank like a contestant on a game show, let's talk about why this particular penny is worth more than a lifetime supply of tacos, and how you can find one. But first, let me tell you a quick story about the time I almost threw away a coin worth serious money. My almost $1 million mistake a few years ago. I was sorting through a jar of coins. You know, one of those giant jars we all have sitting on a shelf collecting dust. I was about to cash it in at one of those coin machines. The ones that take 11% of your money just for counting it. Right before dumping them in, something caught my eye, a penny that looked just a little different. The color was off, the rim was a bit weird, and my gut told me to check it out. Turns out, it was a rare off-center strike worth $400. Now, $400 isn't millions, but it sure beats losing it to a machine. That moment taught me a valuable lesson. Never ignore your pennies. And that brings us back to the 1987 D Lincoln penny that's worth $2.60 million. So, what's the deal with this specific penny? It's not just your run-of-the-mill Lincoln cent. This bad boy is an ultra-rare minting error that has collectors throwing money around like they just won the lottery. Double die obverse, DDO. This means that during the minting process, the die struck the coin twice, causing a doubling effect on Lincoln's face, the date, and the lettering. Misalignment and off-center strike. Some of these pennies were struck off-center, making them extremely rare. Wrong metal composition. Some were mistakenly made with a copper planchet instead of the usual zinc. Coated steel. That's a huge deal. The combination of these errors makes this penny one of the rarest and most valuable in existence. Only one confirmed example has sold for $2.6 million, and there could be more out there. Alright, now let's talk about how you can check if you're sitting on a gold mine, or just another penny that fell between your couch cushions. Look at the date and lettering. If there's visible doubling, congratulations, you might be in business. Weigh it. A normal 1987 D penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours weighs around 3.1 grams, you could have the ultra-rare copper version. Use a magnet. The standard zinc pennies are not magnetic, but if yours sticks to a magnet, that's a red flag. It might be a counterfeit. Check the mint mark. The D should be clear and well struck, but if it looks a little funky, get a second opinion. And if you do find one, don't just run to your local coin shop expecting a suitcase of cash. Take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to get it properly authenticated. That's the only way to get top dollar for your rare find. The most valuable known 1987 D penny with the rare error sold for $2.6 million. But even if yours isn't quite that rare, it could still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars at a copper planchet error. We're talking tens of thousands, so, yeah, definitely worth checking your spare change. Pennies are not just pennies. Some of them can be worth millions. Always check your change. You never know when you might be holding a fortune in your palm. Be smart about selling. Get your coins graded before rushing to cash in. And now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever found a valuable coin? Drop a comment below and let's talk. And hey, don't forget to subscribe because I've got plenty more hidden treasure stories coming your way. Now go check your pockets and maybe your couch cushions too. You never know. You could be sitting on a $2.6 million payday. All right, folks, imagine this. You're digging through your couch cushions, looking for some spare change for a vending machine snack. You find a penny. You almost toss it aside because, well, it's just a penny, right? Wrong. What if I told you that little copper coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $2.70 million? Yeah, you heard that right. $2.7 million. For a penny. And not just any penny. The elusive, mysterious, and ultra-rare 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Today, we're diving deep into this coin. Why it's worth a fortune, what makes it special, and how you can check if you have one lying around. So, grab your penny jar, and let's get hunting because this is one treasure you don't want to miss. Now, before you go flipping every penny you own, let's talk about what makes this particular 1977 Lincoln penny so special. Normally, pennies minted in 1977 should have a mint mark if they were made in Denver, D, or San Francisco, S. But this one, nothing. Nada. Zip. And here's where things get spicy. This wasn't just a simple error. This was a full-blown minting anomaly. Somehow, a batch of pennies left the U.S. Mint without any mint mark, and instead of being caught, they made it into circulation. That's like ordering a cheeseburger and getting a filet mignon by accident. Only a handful of these pennies have ever been discovered. That's why collectors are willing to shell out serious cash for them, because rare mistakes in coin production can turn an ordinary penny into a small fortune. Let me tell you a little story about how I almost threw away a valuable coin once a few years ago. I was at my grandma's house, helping her roll up some old coins to take to the bank. Now, she's one of those people who saves every single coin she finds. Pennies, nickels, even a random Canadian quarter that somehow made its way into the mix. So, there I was, rolling up pennies, and I noticed one looked a little off. It didn't have a mint mark. But I thought, it's just a regular old penny, and tossed it in with the rest. Big mistake. Fast forward to a week later. I'm scrolling through coin collector forums. Yes, that's my idea of a good time. Don't judge. And I see a post about mint mark errors being worth serious money. My heart stopped. I grabbed my phone, called my grandma, and asked, "Did you cash in those pennies yet?" And that, my friends, is the sound of me losing what could have been a fortune to some lucky soul at the bank. Lesson learned. Always check your change. All right, now let's get to the part you've been waiting for. How to check if you've got one of these golden, or rather, copper, tickets. Look at the year. Make sure the penny is from 1977. This is non-negotiable. If it says 1978, sorry, no dice. Check for a mint mark. Regular pennies from 1977 should have either a small D, Denver, or S, San Francisco, under the date. If yours is missing that little letter, keep reading. Inspect for authenticity. Unfortunately, scammers exist, and some people have tried to alter coins to fake this error. A professional coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC can verify if yours is the real deal. If you check all three boxes, congratulations. You may be sitting on millions of dollars, so why is this penny fetching such an insane price right now? The simple answer, demand and rarity. The last time a verified 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny hit the auction block, it went for an eye-popping $2.7 million. That's more than most people's houses. And the more collectors hunt for this coin without finding it, the more its value goes up. It's like playing the world's most expensive game of hide and seek. And get this, experts believe there might still be a few more of these pennies floating around in pocket change, flea markets, or even that old jar of coins your grandpa refuses to cash in. Go grab your coin jar, your piggy bank, or that random pile of pennies in your car's cup holder and start checking. Because if you find a 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. And if you love learning about hidden treasures like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got tons more insider tips on rare coins that could be worth big money, and trust me, you don't want to miss them. Now, go check your pennies. And if you find one, maybe buy me a coffee with your millions? Just saying. All right, folks, imagine this. You're digging through your couch cushions, looking for some spare change to buy a soda, and bam, you pull out a penny that could buy you a mansion, a luxury car, and still leave you with enough cash to live like a king. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, buckle up, because today we're talking about a 2014 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny that's worth a staggering $2.8 million. Yes, you heard that right, million with an M. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, 2014? That wasn't even that long ago. I probably have a few of those lying around. And guess what? You just might. So stick around, because I'm going to break down why this penny is worth a fortune, how you can check your own coins, and what to do if you hit the jackpot. And hey, before we get into the juicy details, if you love finding money in unexpected places, and who doesn't, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I drop weekly tips on coins that could turn your pocket change into a small fortune. Now, let's be real. Most pennies are about as exciting as watching paint dry. You see one, you toss it in a jar, and forget about it until you need exact change for a vending machine. But this penny? This is a game-changer. In 2014, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, just like they do every year. But a tiny mistake, a missing mint mark, turned one of these everyday coins into a millionaire maker. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, but there was something special about this one that made collectors lose their minds and their wallets. The missing mint mark mystery. While many 2014 pennies from Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, this particular one has a unique die error that makes it different. A rare die variety. Experts believe this penny was struck using a one-of-a-kind defective die, giving it characteristics unseen in other 2014 pennies. Pristine condition. The $2.8 million penny was found in nearly flawless condition, graded as an MS 69, which is just one step away from perfect. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A few years back, I was at a flea market, digging through an old coin bin like some kind of treasure hunter. I found a weird-looking penny, thought, hey, this could be worth something, and bought it for 50 cents. Turns out, it was worth exactly 50 cents. But lesson learned. Always double-check your change, because you never know when you might be holding a life-changing coin. How to check if you have the $2.8 million penny. Okay. So how do you know if you've got the golden ticket disguised as a penny? Check the date. Make sure your penny is from 2014. If it's not, well, keep looking. Look for a mint mark. If there's a D, Denver, or S, San Francisco, under the date, it's not the one we're looking for. If there's nothing there, you might be onto something. Examine the coin's surface. The million-dollar penny has a nearly perfect, crisp strike with no major scratches or wear. If your penny looks like it survived a war, it's probably not the jackpot. Get it professionally graded. If your penny seems promising, send it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you if it's the one. And let's be honest, even if it's not the rarest penny, a good condition 2014 penny can still fetch a few bucks. So worst case scenario, you make a little gas money. Best case, you're shopping for a yacht. So let's say you go through your change and boom, you find what looks like a 2014 no mint mark penny in mint condition. First off, don't go spinning it on a pack of gum just yet. Put it in a protective case. You don't want to scratch a multimillion-dollar coin by shoving it in your pocket with your keys. Get it authenticated. Like I mentioned earlier, send it to a professional grading service. A genuine rare coin needs official verification to sell for top dollar. Reach out to collectors and auction houses. Coin collectors and big-time auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers are always on the hunt for rare finds like this. Negotiate wisely. If you've got the real deal, don't settle for the first offer. Take your time and make sure you're getting what it's truly worth. The 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is worth a mind-blowing $2.8 million because of a rare die error, pristine condition, and its sheer rarity. If you've got one, you're set for life. If not, well, now you know what to look for. And hey, even if you don't find the million-dollar penny today, don't lose hope. Coin collecting is like treasure hunting. You never know when you'll strike gold, or in this case, copper-plated zinc. Before you go, make sure to smash that subscribe button for more tips on finding coins worth serious money. I've got plenty more hidden treasure stories to share, and who knows? The next rare coin could be sitting in your pocket right now. You're sifting through your pocket change, and suddenly, you spot a 2018 D. Lincoln penny. Could this humble coin be your ticket to a $2.9 million payday? Well, before you start planning your dream vacation, let's dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncover the truth behind this modern-day treasure hunt. A penny worth millions? Sounds like a plot twist in a Hollywood blockbuster. But in the numismatic community, that's fancy talk for coin collecting. Stranger things have happened. Rare coins, especially those with unique errors or historical significance, have fetched jaw-dropping sums at auctions. Take, for instance, the legendary 1943 copper penny. During World War II, the U.S. Mint switched to steel pennies to conserve copper. However, a few copper planchets, that's the blank piece a coin is stamped on, sneaked into production, resulting in pennies that today can be worth over $1 million. The Sun.OMSO. Where does our 2018 D. Lincoln penny fit into this narrative? The D indicates it was minted in Denver. Features the Union Shield on the reverse side, a design introduced in 2010. As of now, the 2018 D penny is considered common, with billions minted. In average circulated condition, it's worth its face value, 1 cent. Even in pristine, uncirculated condition, it might fetch around $2. But here's where things get interesting. In the world of coin collecting, errors are like golden tickets. Coins with misprints, unusual features, or material anomalies can skyrocket in value. For example, the 1955 double die penny, where the date appears twice due to a minting error, can be worth thousands. So, is it possible that a 2018 D penny with a unique error could be worth $2.9 million? While no such discovery has been reported, the realm of possibilities is vast. If a significant error were found on a 2018 D penny, especially one that's unique or extremely rare, its value could skyrocket. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I inherited a jar of old coins from my grandfather. Amidst the nickels and dimes was a peculiar-looking penny. After some research, I discovered it was a 1992 close AM penny, a rare variety where the letters A and M in America are closer than usual. That little penny ended up being worth over $20,000. The moral of the story? Always check your change. You never know when a rare gem might be hiding in plain sight. While the idea of a 2018 D. Lincoln penny being worth $2.9 million is tantalizing, it's essential to approach such claims with a healthy dose of skepticism. However, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. New discoveries are made regularly, and today's ordinary coin could be tomorrow's treasure. So, next time you find a penny, take a closer look, examine its details, research its history, and who knows? You might just stumble upon a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins and want to learn more about spotting hidden treasures in your pocket change, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community for more tips, stories, and strategies on coins worth money. Ever wondered if that humble penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1965 Lincoln penny. Yes, the one without a mint mark. Spoiler alert. While it might not make you a millionaire overnight, there's plenty to uncover about its value and the intriguing quirks that make coin collecting so darn fascinating. So, grab your magnifying glasses, and let's get started. First things first, let's talk about the 1965 Lincoln penny. In 1965, the U.S. Mint decided to shake things up a bit. Due to a coin shortage and the transition away from silver and coins, they temporarily removed mint marks from all coins. So, If you've got a 1965 penny without a mint mark, don't panic. It's not a rare error. It's the norm. These pennies are composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them that classic reddish-brown hue. Fun fact, because of the high copper content, the metal value alone is worth more than 1 cent. But before you start melting them down for profit, keep in mind that's a big no-no according to U.S. law. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty value. The worth of a 1965 penny largely depends on its condition. Collectors use a grading scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70, to determine a coin's condition. These have been passed around more times than a hot potato at a family reunion. In average condition, they're typically worth about 5 cents to 10 cents. Not exactly retirement money, but still more than face value. These are the pristine beauties that never got tossed into a vending machine. In mint state, MS 60 to MS 67, values can range from 10 cents up to $175, especially for those with a vibrant red coloration. Speaking of color, did you know that copper coins like the 1965 penny can change color over time? Fully oxidized with a deep brown tone. These are the most common and generally less valuable. A mix between red and brown, showing some original luster. Retains at least 95% of its original red color. These are the most sought after and can fetch higher prices. In 1965, the Mint also released special mint sets instead of traditional proof sets. These coins have a satin-like finish and are struck with extra care. A 1965 SMS penny in superb condition, especially with a cameo or deep cameo contrast, can be worth significantly more. For instance, an SP 67 red deep cameo penny can be valued around $1,000. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Certain mint errors can make a 1965 penny considerably more valuable. If the design is struck off-center, it can be worth around $30 to $125, depending on the degree of the error and the coin's condition. This rare error occurs when a penny is mistakenly struck on a silver dime blank. Such a coin can fetch between $1,200 and $9,980, depending on its condition. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was rummaging through a jar of old coins inherited from my grandparents. Amidst the nickels and dimes, I spotted a shiny 1965 penny with an unusual luster. My heart raced as I imagined it being a rare error worth thousands. After careful examination and a bit of Googling, I discovered it was a standard SMS penny. While not the windfall I dreamed of, it ignited my passion for coin collecting and the stories each coin holds. So, is your 1965 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny your ticket to $1 million? Probably not, but it's a fascinating piece of history and a great starting point for budding numismatists. The real value lies in the joy of the hunt, the thrill of discovery, and the stories these coins tell. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the 1965 Lincoln penny, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Join us for more coin adventures, tips on spotting valuable treasures, and strategies to enhance your collection. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and curious minds. Ever wondered if that humble penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1978 D-Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Could this little copper coin really fetch a whopping $1.1 million? Let's find out. First off, let's get to know our 1978 D. Lincoln penny. Minted in Denver, these coins are part of the Lincoln Memorial series, featuring Honest Abe on the front and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the back. In 1978, the Denver Mint produced over 4.2 billion of these pennies. That's right, billion with a B. So, they're not exactly rare birds in the coin world. Now, you might be thinking, with so many minted, how could one be worth over $1 million? Excellent question. The value of a coin hinges on several factors: rarity, condition, and unique errors. While the standard 1978 D penny isn't rare, certain errors can make specific coins highly sought after. One notable error is the double die, where the coin's design is imprinted twice, slightly offset, creating a shadow effect. For 1978 pennies, these errors are typically minor, often seen in the "In God We Trust" motto. Such coins might fetch between $25 to $50, depending on their condition. Another intriguing error is when a penny is struck on a dime planchet, a blank intended for a 10-cent coin. This mishap results in a thinner, lighter penny with a silvery appearance. Coins with this error can be valued between $200 to $550, again depending on their condition and demand among collectors. But let's address the elephant in the room, the $1.1 million price tag. As of now, there's no verified record of a 1978 D penny selling for such an astronomical sum. The most valuable Lincoln pennies are typically from the early 20th century or have significant historical errors. For instance, a 1943 D bronze cent sold for $840,000 due to its rarity and the unique circumstances of its minting during World War I. While it's unlikely that your 1978 D penny is worth $1.1 million, it's still worth taking a closer look at your change. You never know when you might stumble upon a coin with a unique error or in pristine condition that could be valuable to collectors. Before we wrap up, let me share a quick personal story. A few years ago, I was sorting through a jar of old coins from my grandparents. Amidst the usual pocket change, I found a penny that looked a bit off. It turned out to be an off-center strike from the 1970s. I took it to a local coin shop, and they valued it at around $100. Not a million, but not bad for a penny, right? If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin values and want to learn more about the hidden treasures in your pocket, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's uncover the fascinating world of numismatics together.